Okay, welcome boys and girls. Today we're going to demonstrate another radio that will be up on eBay shortly. This is a very, very special radio, and I would never part with it except I have another one, which is in a little better shape. This is a Racal. It is commonly known as you can see here, the Syncal 2000, but its proper terminology is here on the side is the PRM 4790A. This is a really amazing radio. It's very small. It's very, very compact. You can see it's barely bigger than the handset, currently comes with a NiCad nickel cadmium 4.5 amp hour removable battery. Very nice thing about these is that with a couple of screws, you can take off the end caps and stuff these full of whatever you like. Lithium ions, probably the most common. Nickel metal hydride is also a good choice. This one I charged last night. I don't know the status of these cells, but seems to be doing fine. So charged on a slow, about 300 milliamps for about 14 hours, and seems to be fine. Okay, so let's, a few other things I'll mention about this radio. What really makes this special is that it is, to my knowledge, the only military radio with a VFO knob, and it is a wonderful thing for ham use. Let me also point out that I have this aftermarket adapter. The original antennas for these are of these Racals in general, kind of hard to find. So somebody, I believe it might have been a friend in Snohomish, Washington, not sure, had a few of these brass adapters made up, and they adapt the thread here of the radio to the thread of a standard American AT271. Remember, for this one, you'll have to take off the little bottom of the 271 that gives it a. I'm sorry, you have to add the little bottom that has a small diameter versus the fatter diameter. You need the little adapter on the bottom. They're very, very common. The other neat thing about this adapter is that through the use of a little screw here, when the antenna is fully pushed in, it operates the switch to tell the radio to switch from dipole to whip. And it's a very nice little feature. Works perfectly well. I've used this a lot. That's all. As the antenna gets put in, it pushes down on a little plunger and switches it. Okay, so let's turn it on. Let's see what we got. So a few of the parameters here. Let's just take a look at the switches one by one. I don't really remember all the details of this radio, but I do have a manual that I could send you. It's on my website, but it's kind of hard to find. SCC mode is a secure mode. I don't believe this radio is outfitted with the security boards. Most are not. REB is a rebroadcast, I believe, which is like a retransmission function. Star, don't exactly remember. I think that's the normal operating position. And then SQ, I believe, is a squelch mode. And then this turns the panel light on, which everything all works. This is how you change your channel. It's just a rotatable knob. You've got handset sockets. Let's take a look at the switch. Off, low power, which I think is 5 watts. Medium power, I think is 20. High power will not work on this radio because high power is meant to be used with a vehicle amplifier. So this could sit in a little adapter and to give you maybe a 100-watt vehicle version of this. But in the backpack role, it only has low and medium. And then initiate a manual tune if necessary. The modes of operation: Z to 0, the memory. FSK. AM, I believe, I don't remember if this is AM or AME, but it's one of the nice things about this radio is you can operate AM. CW mode, lower sideband, an upper sideband CW, and then an upper sideband voice. Here you've got your audio output volume control, including two different whisper modes, which makes it so you don't have to, it adds additional gain in the microphone path. And then here, this is how you program the channels, the receive transmit or receive only channels. I believe that's what this all is. Finally, a way to connect to a vehicular interface unit, and then a wideband or dipole antenna connection. Don't exactly recall what these mean. This is probably expecting 50 ohms. Maybe this is not, and maybe this uses the internal antenna tuner, which is built into this. I'm not sure. And then, of course, this big and beautiful knob, and they were kind enough to even put a finger hole in it. Really makes for great use. So let's turn it on, let's power it up, and let's see what we got here. So here we're going to go from off to low power. Let's go through a little byte, and it passes byte. And here we are. We happen to be on channel 2. We can change the channels here. Channel 3, 4, I don't know what these, probably just random channels. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 9 channels, plus 0, 0, 0. Well, let's talk about channel 0, because this is the fun one. Channel 0 is where you could use the VFO freely. And so let's give it a shot. Yeah. There it is. And by the way, it's really special. The faster you spin this thing, the faster it increases. Meaning, if you go very slowly, it'll go 100 hertz at a time. And if you go really fast, you can see now I'm doing like a megahertz at a time. See, very unique, very useful for hams. Just a fantastic design. I really love this radio. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to put this on. There's not really much to show. The nice thing about these are just basic but excellent audio, excellent radios with really good audio. And that ham feature, the VFO, is just unparalleled. Let me put this on pause, and I'll see if I can set up a test for power output. Actually, I'll make a second video to show the power output of this. So for now, thanks for joining. This will be on eBay shortly. And thank you very much.